Die for it! Die!
I don't think this is a fair trial. Send help.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Well, questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once.
Objection sustained! You may continue to question the witness.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do the old man voice. It makes me cough a lot. Ugh, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law office at Fay & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee.
The law offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Heck no, I'm not. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off at the building next door.
You have proof that she could not. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing.
And I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard.
The prosecution denies your request.
What? On what grounds?
This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed! Objection sustained!
Dang, time to switch directions quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. This is inconceivable that the clock in question rang! Pretty sure it said it was empty. That clock is missing its clockwork.
Boop, boop, boop. How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh!
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It's as the defense says! This clock is missing its clockwork! It's quite empty! Oh my god, oh my god. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It's as you see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big,
fat liar!
Fat? Well, Miss May, you called her fat, dude. I mean, yeah, fat liar, but, you know.
Tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork was removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction.
Oh!
That is true! That is a possibility! The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
Oh, God.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna stop with the old man voice. He's gonna He's gonna be my voice from now on. Can you prove when the clock was removed?
Impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is right here. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Woohoo! You have a girly phone!
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoes overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Boop. Ed, oh god, that noise. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Because how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Did the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes?
The witness claimed she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen this clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Oomph!
Oh? Excuses not on sale today?
Oh.
Oh dear God, send help.
Oh no!
Was it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Man, she goes from being a 180, from being Miss Bouncy to Miss opposite of Bouncy. Still stoic, looking really scary. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it?
I guess I did. Tee wink.
Send help.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? I would not want to be looked at like that. That is by far one of the scariest faces I think I've ever seen. Like, no horror game can basically compete with this face. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because she would have to hear about it. The witness has never held the clock in her hand. However, she has heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The defendant's phone. Yes, we've seen that already. Take another listen to the conversation between the defendant and victim. They do mention the thinker, but how would the witness know of this conversation? Do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? The bug. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss Maya's room. Miss May's room! Not Maya! Maya's innocent! I'm swearing! Oh no, I just threw my freaking defendant under the bus! Oh, she's doomed! Doomed! No! Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone?
Miss May! Shut up! All of you, what gives you the right to think? You lawyer, that was too fast. I am not sorry in the slightest.
Can we hold her in contempt, please? Contempt, please.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Wah!
I did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Because, if anything, we know she didn't do it. We saw who did it. So, maybe why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question that I proposed, like, not even a second ago.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping her irrelevant?
Gah! You're saying exactly what Edward wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Yeah, they're all dudes! While this court does not condone the defendant's tone of voice, he has the point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin! You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Dang! She's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say! Way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer.
Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting my room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but
Cold.
you don't drink it quickly, the ice melts, and then you have regular, cold coffee.
Ice coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Winky face.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So where does that leave us?
It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearings on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept that condition! Alright, I got nothing to lose. Except everything. Understood, I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
Also, quick question. Typically they have the, witnesses on standby. Which means Edgeworth had to have him on standby. He thought this far ahead. By the way. Which makes him a very scary man.
He certainly does look like a bellboy.
God, what was your voice? You're not even like that major to the plot. Should I only give voices to people who are going to be reoccurring? Because I know a couple who are reoccurring. But I don't know everyone, which is a sad point. So I don't know if they would be reoccurring. Huh.
This is quite the dilemma.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very well, sir.
I'm just gonna give him that voice for now. Miss May's room service.
I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready.
I hope. This is it.
If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. All right. Come on. Like, why on the dot? 9 on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Okay, press that. Precisely 9 o'clock then?
Precisely. Exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time? Is there something that I can... None of it has a time. Maybe that's the suspicious one? Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all of her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them and I... Point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes? What then? You sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embracer, sir.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Well, why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that all it?
Tisk, tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious examination here.
Mm-hmm. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest.
Wait!
Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right. I'll give you one more question, and that's all. And you know what? It's also the judge kind of favors Phoenix Wright a little bit. So is that really fair and just for a trial system? I don't know. Because, like, if it was just about anyone else, he'd probably say, no. Enough time. But for Wright, he's like, you know what? I know that your questions are fleeking on point. Go do it, boy. Do it. Let me see all your magic has to offer. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? So this is absolutely by far the last one. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day.
I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making a new low.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's question.
Yes. Well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for two, of course, but they're quite light, you see.
I see. Thank you. Pillows for two. Bellboy, what did you just say?
Yes, pillows are light, sir.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object! That was objectionable! Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That was the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it was specifically asked, sir.
You fool!
I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into the twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May.
Oof!
Your Honor, it has been previously revealed Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself had an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Oof! Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes.
Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. And blame!
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really?
Oh, yeah! I think I might be your newest fan! Ah!
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sends shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Please, I want to go back to my life of isolation. Yes, being here is kind of wearing me out.
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. You're going back to jail. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Bring. Okay, and this is basically where we're gonna call it for today. I hope you all very so much loved this recording of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the Trilogy one. And I'll see you all in the next recording, of course. But, you know, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, let me know if you made it all the way to the end of the actual video. Because I'd very much like to know whether or not you guys actually like to see these things all the way through. You know, is it too long? Is it too short? I don't know. Maybe 30 minutes is a bit much. I'll be asking that question again in the next episode, but as for now, I'll see you in the next. And have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is that you are watching this. Bye-bye!